Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namah. By bowing down to Lord Rama and Mother Sita, let's discuss about the story of Rama and Sita, which is one of the most celebrated tales in Indian culture. But behind the divine glow of their love lies a heart-wrenching saga, one that raises many questions than answers. Why did Rama send Sita to the forest? Is such a burning question in many people's hearts, even to this date. So, was it really because of a washerman's words, or is there something deeper we have all overlooked? Just give me few minutes of your time, and I promise you'll walk away with clarity and confidence on this topic. One of the most challenging episodes in this divine saga is Sita's departure to the forest. To the untrained eye, it may appear as abandonment, but when we step into the realm of divine understanding, we see an altogether a different picture. Contrary to popular belief, it wasn't one washerman's words that forced Rama's decision. According to Valmiki Ramayana, rumors had spread across the kingdom like wildfire. Whispers of doubt, murmurings in every corner. People questioned whether Sita, after her time in Lanka, was fit to remain their queen. There were too many questions about the chastity and purity of the Divine Mother Sita across the kingdom. Just imagine being Rama at that moment. He had just reunited with his beloved wife Sita after a decade of exile and a fierce battle in Lanka. Now, let's come to the situation of Sita's departure to forest, which is considered to be quite a challenging episode of the epic. So when Sita was pregnant, Rama found himself in a deeply difficult position, with public opinion and questions about her chastity casting a shadow over their lives. What could Rama do? Let's look at the possibilities and discuss the pros and cons of each possibility now. So the first option is to kill all those who made derogatory remarks about Sita. If 10 people were killed for their remarks, others might refrain from similar behavior out of fear. However, understand that this approach would deviate from the ideals of Rama Rajya and turn the kingdom into a dictatorship. What makes Rama's reign remarkable is his refusal to accept negative feedback from even a single person. In Rama Rajya, Lord Rama didn't tolerate negative feedback even if it was from just one person, as each and everyone's opinions mattered to him. That's the value that he gave to the people in his kingdom. Everyone mattered to him. Even a dog mattered to him. There's an incident in Valmiki Ramayana where even a dog approaches Lord Rama seeking justice after being unjustly harmed. Rama ensured justice even for the dog, demonstrating the greatness of Rama Rajya. So, therefore, killing those who spoke ill of Sita wasn't an option for Rama. Let's see the second option. Another option could be Rama could have considered, was gathering everyone and explaining that the Agni Pariksha for Sita had already taken place. I mean to say, Rama could have gathered everyone and explained that the Agni Pariksha had already taken place in Lanka. But the people were aware of it already. The situation has escalated to the point where the people desired Rama as their king, but they were hesitant to accept Sita as their queen due to doubts about her chastity. The situation in Ayodhya was dire then. While Rama might have been able to convince a few individuals, persuading everyone was practically impossible, making this option also invalid. Now let's go to the third option. The third option would be, instead of sending Sita alone to the forest, Rama could have accompanied her. So this was the first option Rama actually contemplated. He called up his brothers, asking them to rule the kingdom while he went to the forest with Sita. This is mentioned very clearly in Valmiki Ramayana. However, none of his brothers came forward to rule the kingdom. When Rama left the kingdom previously, Bharata didn't take charge of it. Instead, he came out of the kingdom and worshipped Lord Rama's padukas daily by placing them on the throne. Then how would he take the kingdom now? There's a logical reason behind why none of the brothers of Lord Rama chose to rule the kingdom. Because his brothers, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna, they are none other than the incarnations of Adisesha, Shankha and Chakra respectively. They only cared to serve their Lord, and they were not inclined to seize the throne. They are the associated powers of Lord Vishnu. So that's why they always stay with Rama and don't want to rule the kingdom without him. Next, coming to the fourth option. You might wonder why Rama didn't go to the forest along with Sita without considering the kingdom or the people. Then what would we call him if he did that? A selfish person? Would we consider Rama Rajya? What would happen to the meaning of the Rama Rajya? That's why he didn't leave the kingdom. During his coronation, Rama made the following, that for the protection of the people in this kingdom, he would leave his friendships, he would leave his compassion and even Janaki. So that was the promise that was made during the coronation. So this third option is also invalid, as Rama couldn't accompany Sita to the forest. He gladly went to the forest before his coronation, but it's not possible now, as he is now a king. Now let's look at the next option. Sita could gather everyone in the kingdom and undergo the Agni Pariksha in front of everyone to prove her purity and chastity. Then Agni Deva would confirm her purity and explain her greatness to everyone. This is another option. However, she couldn't do the Agni Pariksha as she was pregnant with twins and should not engage in such acts as entering fire, as it could cause a disturbance in the growth of the embryos in her womb. And one more thing, this is also an insult to Mother Sita, because she has already done Agni Pariksha in Lanka. So it is disrespectful to ask her to undergo Agni Pariksha once again. So let's look at another possibility. Rama and Sita could ignore the people's remarks and continue to live their lives normally in their palace as they hadn't committed anything wrong. People were passing wicked remarks on Sita everywhere during that time. Gradually, their words would surely enter the palace. Hearing those terrible questions, doubting her chastity every day, listening to their comments, doubting her purity every day, doubting her pativratya every day, she wouldn't experience her pregnancy peacefully. She would have a stressful pregnancy that could harm the unborn children who are supposed to bring honor to the family lineage. When a pregnant woman is destroyed, it can affect the health of the babies. So this possibility also is invalid. Now you might wonder why Rama didn't send Sita to her father King Janaka. See, understand, Sita also could have asked Lakshmana to take her to parents' house, but she didn't, and Rama didn't do it either. And there is a reason behind this. Both Rama and Sita wanted their children to grow up in ashrams, at least for a certain part of their life. They didn't want their children to grow up in luxurious palaces. They wanted their children to be raised in the forest under the guidance of sages. Rama lived in the palace until he was 16 years old, but his life took a significant turn when he accompanied sage Vishwamitra into the forest for a few days. There he gained immense knowledge, divine weapons, and a lot of spiritual upliftment and progress. So, keeping this in mind, just like Rama, how he spent time with Vishwamitra and gained the spiritual knowledge, he wanted his children too to spend time with the sages, take their guidance, and grow spiritually. So, as parents, Rama and Sita desired a simple upbringing for the children away from worldly comforts. They orchestrated this plan without explicitly stating their wishes. Now, you might have another question. You might now agree that Rama sending Sita to the forest was the right decision, but you might wonder why he sent her with Lakshmana right away instead of informing her first. Let's address this point. If Rama had informed Sita about the remarks on her, and if Sita in her anger cursed the people, it would have led to severe consequences for the people of Ayodhya. Rama couldn't bear to see his people suffer, so he sent Sita to sage Valmiki's ashram where such negative emotions wouldn't arise. Even rival animals like lions and deers peacefully coexisted in Valmiki's environment. That's why Rama specifically made sure Sita learned about the situation only after she reached Valmiki's ashram. This showcases Rama's remarkable thought process. How Rama is both a responsible ruler and a caring husband. Rama left his beloved wife Sita for the welfare of his people. This action demonstrates how much he valued his people. Rama placed Sita in Valmiki's ashram, which was just like her parents' house, to safeguard her from experiencing negative emotions during her pregnancy. This shows the high regard and care Rama had for his wife. Next, coming to his children, Rama wanted his children to grow up in positive environment, ensuring they could carry on their lineage, the Raghuvamsha, with greatness. This demonstrates how much he valued his children. Rama valued his people, wife, and children deeply. Yet, who endured the most suffering here? It was the compassionate divine Lord Rama. Just think about the suffering he faced to ensure justice to all the three parties, that is, the people of the kingdom, his wife, and children. So, what did Rama do after Sita went to this forest? Rama chose to live a simple life, avoiding any luxuries and happiness that Sita didn't have. He dedicated himself solely to fulfilling his royal duties, experiencing even more pain than Sita while in the palace. After Sita went to Valmiki's ashram, she found solace in singing the Ramayana daily and joyfully caring for her two children. Now consider the immense pain Rama must have endured being in the palace without getting a chance to see his children. Now let's address the last crucial point, how Sita's chastity can be proved by leaving her in the forest. So listen to this point carefully. The false belief that Sita Devi had not maintained her chastity spread among the people, leading them to lose the privilege of having the divine mother Sita, who is the supreme avatar of Ma Lakshmi in their kingdom. After Sita, who is an avatar of Lakshmi herself, departed from the kingdom, the people of Ayodhya faced several kinds of hardships. This led Rama to conduct the Ashwamedha Yaga. While Rama could have remarried to perform the Yaga or Homa, he instead chose to place a golden idol of Sita and conduct the ritual, demonstrating his enduring love for her. Ultimately, as his incarnation came to an end, Rama had to first send Sita to Vaikuntha while he was still alive before departing himself. Then Rama informed sage Valmiki to bring Sita to the palace to prove her chastity, because he wanted her purity and chastity to be spread in the kingdom. So sage Valmiki brought Sita to the palace, and as she entered the assembly, the people around began shouting while praising Rama and Sita. It took almost 12 to 13 years for those who had doubted Sita's chastity to realize their mistake. That's why Rama kept Sita away from them initially and brought her back once they realized their error. Then Sita spoke the words that, "If my chastity is pure, if I have never thought of any man except Rama, dear earth, Bhudevi, please come and take me." Bhudevi then opened up and took Sita into her. Here, Sita Devi proved her chastity once again. This incident occurred in the palace. To understand this from the karmic point of view, we need to step back little bit to the night before Sita's departure to the forest. The night before Sita's forest journey, Rama notices her pregnant, facial glow. There is a radiance in a woman's face when she is pregnant. So he observes this and lovingly asks her about her wishes, so he can fulfill her wishes during her pregnancy. And she expresses her desire to visit the ashrams of great sages. Her wish seemed small, but the cosmic plan was already in motion. Now let's further step back to the timeline before the birth of Rama and Sita on planet Earth. Did you know the seeds of this separation were sown ages before Rama and Sita even descended to earth? So once the revered sage Bhrigu Maharshi, Bhrigu Maharshi's wife, gave sanctuary to demons while she was pregnant. Lord Vishnu, upholding his dharma, vanquished the demons, but when she intervened to protect them, Vishnu was forced to slay her head. Furious over this, the Bhrigu Maharshi cursed Vishnu to endure a prolonged separation from his beloved wife Lakshmi in future incarnation. So this divine play set the stage for all the story in the Ramayana. Now you could ask me that they already faced the separation while Sita was away from Rama in Lanka. Here's something most people miss. Rama and Sita had only been separated for 10 months during her time in Lanka. The curse wasn't fully fulfilled. What happened next in the story of Ramayana, sending Maa Sita to the forest, was not a punishment to Sita, but it was an execution of the divine plan. So one point to ponder is that after all these lakhs of years, no one has questioned Sita's chastity since then. Rama ensured that Sita held a position of honor and respect. So when he had to send her to the forest to correct people's misconceptions, he did so, ensuring that no one blamed her afterward. Even after all these years, we still blame Rama, believing that he left Sita in the forest because of some washerman's words. He was willing to bear our blame, but he couldn't tolerate anyone blaming his wife. That is the value, that is the dignity of Lord Rama. He became a fort and shield for her, taking all the blame upon himself. So that's the compassion of Lord Rama for his wife. Understand, this is not the story of mere mortals, but this is a story of the incarnation of Sri Mahavishnu and Maa Lakshmi, who walked among us for a purpose far greater than what our limited minds can grasp. So Rama, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, descended to re-establish dharma and set an eternal example of righteous living. Sita, the incarnation of Maa Lakshmi, was his divine counterpart, embodying grace, resilience, and unwavering devotion. Together, they were more than husband and wife. They were divine beings fulfilling a celestial mission, actually, if you look at it. Every event in their lives, every moment of joy and sorrow was a lesson for humanity. Now it's very clear that Rama's decision was not born out of doubt, weakness, or societal pressure. As the ideal king, Rama upheld the highest standards of dharma, showing that a leader's duty lies in serving the collective good, even at the cost of personal happiness. And Sita, she wasn't a victim, she was a willing participant in this entire divine drama. Her journey to sage Valmiki's ashram was not exile, but a continuation of her divine role. So there, she nurtured the future of dharma, her sons, Lava and Kusha, who would carry forward Rama's legacy. So I hope you now got complete picture of the reasons why Rama had to let go of Sita into the forest and why Sita went into the forest and didn't come back to the palace immediately when she was left there. Jai Shri Ram. Sita Sameta Sri Ramachandra Prabhu Namo Namah. Shri Matre Namah. Namah Shivay.